Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news in the NFL world. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade involving none other than Trent Williams, the legendary left tackle from the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Now I know what you're thinking. Williams is an absolute cornerstone for the 49ers, a guy who's been instrumental in their success over the past few seasons. And at 37 years old, he's still playing at an elite level. But rumors are pointing towards a seismic shift that could reshape the NFC North's landscape and ultimately the Packers' quest for another Super Bowl appearance. First, let's break down what's being discussed. The 49ers, currently sitting at 9-4 and fighting for playoff positioning, are facing some financial and roster challenges. Their cap space is tight, around $20 million, and their offensive line, despite Williams' brilliance, has been a concern. Williams, who's been a dominant force with 11 Pro Bowls and a 90. 1 overall PFF grade, placing him among the top 4 offensive tackles in the league, has been a rock in pass protection, boasting a 94-2 grade, the best among tackles. But even with his outstanding performance, the 49ers have been dealing with some struggles up front, especially in run blocking, where their grades have dipped and sacks have increased. The speculation is that the 49ers might be willing to part ways with Trent Williams in exchange for draft picks, specifically a second-round pick in 2026 and another in 2027, sent to the Packers. This move would serve a couple of critical purposes for San Francisco. First, it would provide some much-needed cap relief, freeing up funds to potentially extend Brock Purdy, their young quarterback who's been sensational this season. Second, it would give the 49ers a chance to reload their draft capital, addressing other areas of the roster like wide receiver or secondary help, where they've been slightly vulnerable, allowing them to build depth for a deep playoff run. Now, for the Green Bay Packers, this is a game changer. Imagine adding a future Hall of Famer like Trent Williams to protect Jordan Love's blind side. The Packers, sitting at 8-3-1 with a +9 50-point differential, are already on the cusp of clinching a playoff spot and are aiming to solidify their offensive line, which has been a work in progress. Rasheed Walker has stepped in as the starting left tackle, providing decent protection with a 78. 9 PFF grade, but Williams would be a clear upgrade. His presence would instantly elevate the line, which has allowed 29 sacks this season. Love, who's been playing well, would benefit immensely, giving him more time to operate and improve the offense's efficiency. Adding Williams wouldn't just be about protecting the quarterback. His influence on the offensive line's overall performance could be transformative. His ability to anchor the line, especially against top-tier edge rushers like Micah Parsons, would give the Packers a significant advantage. Williams' run-blocking skills are equally impressive. His 96.3 run grade and +2. 5 EPA per block show that he's not just a pass protector, but also a key component in creating running lanes for Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. With Williams on board, the Packers could see a 27% increase in pocket time for Love, a 15% boost in EPA per pass, and a notable rise in their run yards after contact, possibly pushing their ground game to new heights. This potential move also aligns with the Packers' strategic direction. Over the past few years, Green Bay has been known for building a balanced team, focusing on smart drafting and free agency to sustain their success. The addition of Williams would be a statement move, signaling their aggressive approach to contend not just for a playoff spot, but for a deep postseason run. It's about setting a tone that they're in it to win it, especially considering their recent history of strong offensive lines and a resilient defense. Now let's zoom out a bit and look at what this could mean in the bigger picture. The 49ers, despite their impressive record, have vulnerabilities. Their defense, allowing over 20 points per game, and their secondary, which has faced some issues, could benefit from focusing on other positions in the draft. Meanwhile, their offensive line, though anchored by Williams, has shown cracks, especially in run blocking. Trading Williams could help them address those weaknesses through draft picks and free agency, but it also risks losing a player who's been a cornerstone of their success. For the Packers, acquiring Williams isn't just about patching a need. It's about elevating the entire offensive attack. Jordan Love has been showing flashes of brilliance, and with a premier left tackle protecting him, the offense could become even more dynamic. This would also send a message to division rivals like the Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings that the Packers are serious contenders. The NFC North has been fiercely competitive this season, with the Lions playing excellent football and the Vikings always lurking as dangerous playoff contenders. Green Bay making such a bold move would undoubtedly shake things up and could be the catalyst for a deep playoff push. From a historical perspective, adding a player like Trent Williams would be reminiscent of some of the great offensive line upgrades Green Bay has made in the past. Think about those years when the Packers had a dominant O-line, paving the way for a potent rushing attack and allowing Aaron Rodgers the time he needed to pick defenses apart. Bringing Williams into the fold could repeat that success, giving the offense a new level of stability and consistency. Of course, as with any trade, there are questions and risks. Will the 49ers actually be willing to part with such a valuable player? How will the Packers incorporate Williams into their scheme? And what about the chemistry and locker room dynamics? Those are all valid concerns, but given the current state of both teams, it's clear that a move like this could be mutually beneficial. The 49ers get draft capital to bolster other areas, and the Packers land a proven, elite tackle who can change the trajectory of their season. Looking ahead, this potential trade also ties into the broader NFL landscape. The NFC is wide open, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys also vying for supremacy. If the Packers can strengthen their offensive line, they could become a true contender, especially if their defense continues to improve. It's about maximizing Jordan Love's talents and making sure he has the protection he needs to lead this team to glory. In conclusion, fans of the Green Bay Packers should be excited about the possibility of adding Trent Williams. It's a move that could solidify the offensive line for years to come, give Jordan Love the protection he deserves, and push the Packers closer to that coveted Super Bowl stage. It's a bold strategy, but one that makes perfect sense given the current NFL climate. The Packers have always been about resilience, smart moves, and building through the trenches, and this potential trade encapsulates all of that. Whether it happens or not, one thing is for sure. The NFC North is about to get even more interesting, and the Packers are right in the middle of it, ready to fight for everything. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think adding Trent Williams is the game changer the Packers need to finally get over the hump and make a deep playoff run? Or do you believe there are other areas that should be prioritized first? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This season has been one of the most exciting in recent years, and with moves like this potentially on the horizon, it looks like the Packers are gearing up for something special. So keep your eyes peeled, stay passionate, and let's see where this journey takes us. The road to Lombardi is never easy, but with determination and a little bit of luck, the Packers could be headed back to the top.